That morning on my day off, I went with my dad to buy a fish tank to decorate my room. The sun was shining and I was feeling excited about sprucing up my space. Dad, I want to get the long fish tank for my room. Huh? What the fudge is that? Who's my sister sitting with?
Oh, it's Monique.
She's wearing my new Chanel top and flirting with a guy. Monique, if I don't deal with you today, I'm not your sister. Let's see what you can do to me. How dare you? That's the price you pay for messing with someone else's stuff. You've crossed the line.
Will you two stop it? You're nothing alike.
Hi there, fans of My Diary Animated. I'm Monica, a teenage girl living in Texas, USA. I have a twin sister, but the weird thing is, we don't look anything alike. Not in appearance and definitely not in personality. I'm a super smart girl with an IQ of 130. And as for Monique, it's $12. Give them $12 more. Don't lecture me! Isn't it because your brain is waterlogged? And I'm sure you can guess what happens next, right? Our parents constantly face hilarious and frustrating situations because my sister and I can't get along for even a minute. I've brought home tons of awards, making my parents super proud. As for Monique, well, she doesn't seem to fit in with anyone in the family. Everywhere we go, people comment on how different she looks from the rest of us. They see her as the black sheep. Sometimes I do feel sorry for Monique. If she didn't constantly mess with me, maybe I'd feel more sympathetic towards her. The only person who always pays attention to Monique's feelings is my dad. Instead of scolding her when she gets bad grades, he takes her out to the garden for private chats. Sometimes I get jealous of her for that. Oh, I almost forgot. There's someone else who favors her over me. Uncle James, our family driver. He often shows more concern for my sister. For example, he always makes sure her seatbelt is fastened when we get in the car, but he forgets to do the same for me. Once my parents were too busy to attend our school event, it was Uncle James who stepped in to join us.
Monica, you're so good!
Are you okay, Monique? Let me take you to the hospital.
Maybe Uncle James felt sorry for her. I thought so too until one day. It was on our graduation day. Both Monique and I eagerly waiting for Dad to attend. Dad will definitely come to accept the diploma with me. Dad should only accept it with the one who has better achievements. And that's me, not you. Got it? Monique rolled her eyes and pulled out her phone, pretending to have a close conversation with Dad. Dad, can you stop by Avenue to buy me some lavender flowers? I love lavender the most.
Of course, sweetie.
See? Dad loves me the most. She's so good at being arrogant. Dad will definitely come to accept the diploma with us. But hours passed and I still didn't hear from Dad. My heart sank with each passing minute. Suddenly, a familiar car pulled into the graduation yard. My heart leapt with hope, but it quickly turned to dread. Dad's had an accident! Hearing that news, my legs gave out, and I felt like the ground was crumbling beneath me. Dad had an accident on his way to buy flowers for Monique. From that day on, it was the last time I heard his voice. I missed him so much for a long time, but Monique was different. She always seemed irritated by my sadness and mourning for Dad. The dead are dead. Stop crying so much, it's annoying. Go to bed. That's right, Dad had to take that detour to buy flowers for her, which is why he got into the accident. It's all Monique's fault, yet she doesn't feel any remorse. I swear I'll make her pay for this. After Dad passed away, Monique and I grew even more distant. My health deteriorated because I couldn't sleep, missing Dad so much. As a result, my grades plummeted. I often fell asleep in class, my head heavy with exhaustion and sorrow. Unfortunately, I got caught by the teacher.
Monica, why have you been dozing off so much lately? Come up and solve this problem for me.
What problem? I quickly fumbled through my book. Oh no, where is it? I'm doomed! Monica, what's wrong with you? Let me solve it for you, sir. What the fudge? How could she? But what the waffles? She solved the derivative problem in just 2 minutes. Monique had never been able to do that before. How had she changed so much? After that class, I kept a close eye on Monique. At 1 a.m., I saw her still reading. Even now, she's trying to outshine me. Fine, I'll show her what's what. The next morning, we had a homework check first thing. The teacher checked everyone's work at their desks. Naturally, I left a little surprise for her.
Am I a joke to you?
Someone's getting in trouble.
I'm talking about you, Monica. Why did you write nasty things and spill ink in Monique's book?
Son of a biscuit. He recognized my handwriting. Panic surged through me as Monique pulled the teacher aside to whisper. Who knows what she's plotting now? Unexpectedly, I was sent to the nurse's office for an evaluation. They said I had mild anxiety and needed rest. Huh? She told the teacher I was crazy. All right, I won't let her get away with this. When I got home, I planned to confront Monique. Just as I was about to rush upstairs, the doorbell rang.
Hello, are you Mr. Sal's daughter? Please sign this form regarding the accident scene investigation. We found traces of sedatives in his stomach. He might have been drugged before the accident.
Oh my gosh, Dad was murdered? I was stunned, my mind spinning as I tried to process the officer's words. They handed me a folder found at the scene. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside was a photo of Mom happily talking to someone familiar. I think I've seen that shirt somewhere before.
Monica, what's going on?
No, it can't be. Could it? Nothing. Thank you, officers. I'll let you know if I find anything. Something's definitely fishy here, and I'm determined to find the truth. Take your meds. Grandma's coming to pick you up tomorrow. Why would she pick me up? I'm perfectly fine. Suspicion clawed at me. Monique must be hiding something from me too. I have to find out the truth before it's too late. That night, I snuck into Dad's room to look for clues, and I discovered a shocking truth. There were DNA test results and all the evidences of Mom's affair. Monique is my twin sister from another father? Oh no! The paper slipped from my shaking hands. The truth was like a punch to the gut. Uncle James and Mom had been having an affair since my parents first got married. And Monique was the result of that forbidden relationship. Dad had secretly investigated everything but still treated Monique well. But all three of them. No wonder we looked nothing alike despite being twins. This must be connected to Dad's accident. I absolutely won't let this go. I snuck out of the house, my heart pounding as I clutched the folder of evidence. I had to get to the police station and expose all three of them. My poor Dad. He must have suffered so much enduring all of this alone. Dad, I swear, I will get revenge for you. Oh my gosh.
Find Monica before she tells the police everything. Got it? Got it.
Panic surged through me. I needed to get out of there. Now. I turned to leave, but a sharp pain shot through my ankle as I stumbled.
Quick, catch that girl!
No, why am I so unlucky? Who is it? Who? Let me go! Let me go! It's me! I told you to go to Grandma's house! You're trying to cover for your real dad, aren't you? Let me go! I have to report this to the police! My shouting inadvertently alerted Mr. James and his goons. As soon as Mr. James appeared, Monique knocked me out. She took me into an abandoned house to deal with me.
Finally, I've got you. Neither you nor your father should exist. Your father took away my family!
You're wrong! It's you who destroyed the family's happiness! Even when my dad knew about your evil deeds, he still treated Monique like his own daughter!
Too much talking. Get ready to meet your dad in heaven. Monique, give me the documents.
At that moment, I looked straight into Monique's eyes. My poor dad always treated her like his own daughter. Yet, she'll regret this forever. Dad, I'm coming to you. Yeah! I only have one father! A man like you doesn't deserve to be called dad! She saved me? A few hours later, the police arrived and surrounded the scene. Mr. James was taken away in handcuffs. To my astonishment, Monique had switched the evidence and handed it over to the police before. It turned out all this time, Monique felt out of place and jealous because I was always better at everything. She wasn't entirely a bad person. Monique changed after Dad died, tormented by guilt. Her change was also due to Dad's encouraging words. Monique had investigated everything herself and advised me to stay at Grandma's to rest while she handled it alone. After this shocking scandal, our mother left, unable to face Monique and me. The weight of her guilt and the shame of the family's dark secrets were too much for her to bear. Of course, Mr. James received a well-deserved sentence for his crimes. And my sister and I, after everything, we grew up and learned to love each other more. We spent long nights talking about Dad, sharing memories, and finding comfort in our shared grief. No matter what happens, she's still my only sister, right?
This is kind of embarrassing to say, but...
Oh my god, it's Ethan! The super hot baseball team captain every girl in my school drools over. I accept.
Really? Awesome! Thank you so much! Caitlin rejected me 3 times already, but I couldn't give up. Make sure she gets these, okay?
Sure thing. What? What do you mean? Do I look like a delivery person to you?
Well, aren't you? Don't tell me you thought I was giving these to you. Oh, glory. Besides a pretty face, you really didn't inherit anything from Caitlin, did you?
I tear open the chocolate bar and shove it into his mouth, ending it with a floral powder storm. Jerk! Oh right, too much drama and I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Glory Carwin. What? That girl who looks just like me? Ugh, that's Caitlin. And I hate having to introduce myself along with her. From birth, Caitlin was always ahead of me, even a few minutes. While I was still deciding whether to have strawberry jam or peanut butter for breakfast, Caitlin already knew things like calculus, trigonometry, and enrolled in high school at just 12. She can sing, dance, act, and is chased by brands to be their model. If I had to define Caitlin in one word, it would be perfect. Fine, I'm totally cool with being normal, but I can't stand being constantly reminded that I'm some kind of defective version of Caitlin. Must be nice having a famous twin sister, right? You probably get gifts mistaken for Caitlin all the time, huh? Even her blush and lipstick are just like Caitlin's. You should follow her fashion style. It'll make you more attractive. Ugh, can you believe this? I have my own style too. It's not just about looks. See that levitating magnet toy displayed in the school science lab? That's entirely my work. But look what that damn tag says. Creator, Glory Carwin, twin sister of Caitlin Carwin. What the fudge? The last straw was when I was lying at home watching MDA. What? I've been invited tomorrow for a new mascara campaign? Unbelievable! An offer from a renowned makeup brand and they called for me, Glory Carwin. No words can describe how thrilled I am. I did it! The shoot went super smooth. The director was so enthusiastic that I found it a bit weird because I didn't have to do much myself. Then, what's this? Why is my image photoshopped into an ad Caitlin shot?
We had no choice. Miss Caitlin Carwin was too busy to reshoot the missing segments.
This is outrageous! You didn't even credit me as a model in the ad.
Well, it wasn't you anyway. You should be grateful that your pretty face, similar to Caitlin's, got you this valuable opportunity.
Damn it! That's why they directed me in such detail. It was all to match the missing ad segments Caitlin had shot. How are things at school lately? Caitlin, help Glory out. She seems to be struggling to fit in. I don't need Caitlin's help. I can do everything by myself. Why does everyone always talk about Caitlin, Caitlin, Caitlin? Enough is enough. I can't endure this for the rest of my life. I must find a way out of her shadow. And yes, this is the opportunity I've been looking for. I wonder if Caitlin will participate this year. Seems not. She must still be haunted by last year's loss to Anna. Such a pity. All right, I'm entering this contest. I'll prove to everyone that it's not Anna, not Caitlin, but I who will win. Huh? Is that Caitlin? No, that's just Caitlin's new copy who just enrolled. Can't you see how pale she is in comparison? Even she's competing in the King and Queen contest. Ugh, what? What do they know about me to say that?
Her name is Glory, not Caitlin, nor a copy of Caitlin, in case you didn't know. The contestants need to gather now. Let's go.
Oh my god, he's holding my hand! Who is this handsome guy? We've never met before. Even my parents couldn't tell me and Caitlin apart until we were 7. Thank you, Mark. He surprised me. You knew I'm Glory, not, is that Caitlin? Or is she Caitlin's twin sister? Like everyone else.
Oh, it's thanks to your levitating magnet project. That was cool. I've been paying attention to you since then. And hey, you're nothing like Caitlin. Glory, you're memorable in your own way.
Gosh, exactly what I always wanted to hear. I started crying like a baby and poured out all my pent-up frustrations to Mark. I've never been listened to and comforted that much. And guess who asked me out after the King and Queen contestant meetup? We clicked amazingly well, like a match made in heaven. I even found myself studying harder with Mark's help.
Great job, Glory. You got everything right on this one. You're improving so fast.
Thanks to you, Mark. Gradually, I felt something more than friendship developing between us. I wonder how Mark feels. Could we possibly win the King and Queen crowns and share a kiss on prom night? Oh, I'm so shy. Everything was going so well until... What the heck? My vote count is plummeting. Posts on the forum keep saying I cheated on tests and had Caitlin do my homework. Just like Caitlin's copy, inside and out. Can't you do anything on your own? That's Anna, a mean girl who always clashed with Caitlin. She actually dethroned my sister to win the Queen title last year. You're the one behind this, aren't you? If you have so much free time, why not focus on your own grades? Look who's preaching about cheating. people around started whispering. I'm about to rip her hair out when... Hold on, Glory. What are you doing here? I didn't influence anything. Glory has been studying hard and her success is her own. And I didn't ask for your help either. Why do you always meddle in my life? Glory, I want to test my abilities, right? Just wait for the knowledge contest. I'll prove to everyone. As a result, I topped the score in the knowledge contest. Anna is furious. She won't let go as long as I threaten her queen title. Ha ha ha, then bring it on. One day when Mark and I were volunteered, just give up. At least you won't have to lose embarrassingly like Caitlin. I won't lose to anyone. Not you, not Caitlin. Tired of Caitlin, huh? Too bad you can't escape her. Mark and Caitlin have been close for a long time, you know. Stop beating around the bush, Anna. What do you really want? Oh, Glory, you think Mark genuinely noticed you? Your sister must have asked Mark to help you because she knew you couldn't win on your own. And did you know he used to have a crush on Caitlin? The scene I dreaded the most happened just before prom night. Thanks for helping, Glory. Honestly, I'm worried about what Anna might do tomorrow.
No worries, I'll keep an eye on her. We could warn Glory.
No need. I don't care what she does, but at least she told me the truth.
Glory!
So that's how it is. Everyone underestimates me.
No, Glory, listen,
Just go away. I don't want to see your face. You too, Caitlin. You're like a curse. When will I ever live a life not haunted by you? My heart shattered seeing the hurt in Caitlin's eyes. I didn't know what to do except run away. I didn't mean to hurt Caitlin and Mark, but they deceived and belittled me. Huh? What's this? Why is my face breaking out in itchy red spots? Glory, you... Oh my god, what happened to your face? I don't know. Oh no, how am I supposed to go on stage like this? Damn it, I knew Anna would pull something like this. Glory, don't give up. You'll win. Let's see. Caitlin! We need to turn these red spots into part of your makeup. I got it! Right, I can't give up. With a few strokes, I turned the red spots into flowers, creating an entirely new makeup layout. Amazing, Glory. You look stunning. Thanks, Caitlin. I'll avenge you. I'm going to beat Anna for sure. I stride onto the stage with the most confident smile, knowing I just need to be myself and I have loved ones who support me. Mark wins the king title. No curiosity. And the queen?
It's Glory Carwin!
Oh my god! I did it! I actually won! Glory, watch out! If it's not me, no one else can be queen! Ah! Well, that's the price of always playing dirty. Turns out the red spots were caused by Anna putting an allergic powder in my makeup. She also sabotaged Caitlin the same way last year. Glory, I was really worried about you and just wanted the best for you. I'm sorry I didn't realize how much you were struggling. I'm sorry for hurting you too. I was awful. Caitlin, you don't hate me, do you? No, Glory. How could I? We're family.
Congratulations, Glory.
Mark, I have a question. You used to like Caitlin, right? Uh-oh, I'm out.
Well, I did, but now it's different. It's you, Glory. Glory.
Hey guys, I'm Isabella, the girl everyone knew at school. I was pretty, sang like a star, danced like a queen, and had a whole squad of admirers. Something felt off. Otis, you again?
You again?
You're so done for.
So done for.
You're probably wondering why that kid looked just like me. Well, we were twins. But hold up, I needed to give him a piece of my mind. Like and subscribe and I'll spill more tea. I was born a full 2 minutes before Otis, which officially made me the older sibling. When we were kids, people would ooh and ah whenever we went. They're just too lovely to be real. Totally, like two little porcelain dolls. Naturally, all that attention gave me serious main character energy. I loved being pampered and always in the spotlight. Sometimes I'd fake being tired to get Otis to fetch me water. He never said no. Or when I felt like playing dolls, I'd drag him into it. Hey servant, who's the fairest of them all?
You of course. Let me grab my sunglasses. Your beauty's blinding.
Luckily, I had a knack for performing. Singing, dancing, acting, you name it. I'd often be invited to perform at local events, thriving in the spotlight. As a big sister, I saw it as my duty to teach Otis all the essential skills, and he picked them up freakishly fast. From singing, hold this note like me. Sore throat. To catwalking, like this. Hips out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now lift that chin, pout like a real model. And even ballet. Almost there. Keep going. I loved showing off, convinced I'd always outshine him. But then came the school talent show. We performed a ballet routine, and guess what? Otis stole the whole show, winning first place while I had to settle for a lame second.
Whoa, didn't see that coming.
It's me. I taught him those moves.
I even messed up a bit. Guess they didn't notice.
His innocent brag hit me right in the feels. From that day on, I stopped teaching him and barely talked to him. We lived like strangers under the same roof. As we got older, Otis became this edgy, effortlessly cool guy. But no matter how chill he seemed, he never stopped copying me. Classic little brother stuff. Mom, is dinner ready? I'm starving.
Mom, is dinner ready? I'm starving.
Quit copying me.
Quit copying me.
Mom! Even when I practiced singing or dancing, he'd pop in and do his awkward stick bug moves. The worst part was, he copied my signature wink and air kiss routine after every performance. Talk about annoying. At school, I acted like he didn't exist. Coincidentally, my super hot boyfriend Wes couldn't stand him either. They were rivals in badminton club. Otis was the captain, Wes was his vice. I constantly had to watch them butt heads on and off court, especially during my shows. Thanks everyone for watching! From the audience, I'd spot Otis mimicking me. Before I could confront him, Wes would show up and they'd start brawling. And I was always the one that had to break it up. Knock it off, or I'll tell mom and dad to cut your allowance.
I'll tell mom and dad to cut your allowance.
I'd vent about Otis to Wes, who totally hyped me up. Can you believe we're twins? I'm all sweet and quiet, and he's just,
Yeah, he's a total drama king. Plus, not as good looking as me, right?
Exactly. But Otis kept warning me about Wes.
Isabella, that guy's bad news. I know. I'm on his team.
Bad news? Or maybe you're just jealous.
Jealous? Of him? Pfft, I'm the captain. He's just my sidekick.
Oh, please. You're just salty I'm ignoring you, so now you're trying to ruin my relationship. Newsflash, we're twins in name only. Quit copying me already. I'm done. Otis's face darkened. He looked genuinely hurt. I turned away before he could say another word. For the next week, Otis stayed out of my way. He skipped breakfast and left for school in silence. The house felt strangely empty without his usual antics. But hey, less drama for me. Fast forward to my 6-month anniversary with Wes. With my parents away on a long business trip, I overheard Otis's class was throwing a party. Perfect. Tonight's gonna be lit. We held hands tightly as we stepped into the house, locking lips in a passionate kiss. Suddenly, I heard a sound, then a faint melodic voice singing in a high, clear pitch.
Babe, does your house have ghosts?
Go check it out yourself. Seeing how freaked out Wes was, I grabbed the nearest broom and cautiously followed the sound. It seemed to be coming from upstairs, with light spilling out of Otis's room. I crept closer and froze in shock. There he was, Otis, wearing an elegant evening gown. His face fully wore the makeup, singing the song I often performed. My legs trembled. Before I could react, Otis turned toward me. I bolted, dragging Wes along before Otis could see us.
Isabella, what's going on? Was it a burglar?
Say no more. Worse. Way worse. The next few days, I kept an eye on Otis but saw nothing out of the ordinary. Then one night, just as I was about to doze off, that voice echoed again. How strange. I'd never realized Otis could sing so beautifully. Peeking through a crack in his door, I saw him again, fully made up, though this time with a different look. Was Otis a drag queen? That night, I couldn't sleep. I stayed up researching drag culture. Sure, I'd heard of it before, but I never imagined my tough, carefree brother would be into it. Honestly, he looked stunning in those outfits. But what would Mom and Dad think? Should I tell them? The next morning, curiosity got the better of me. I skipped class and searched Otis's room. I knew it was wrong, but I had to understand him better. I doubted he was ready to share this part of himself with someone who'd been so distant. Rummaging through his stuff, I found an album under his pillow. It was filled with photos of Otis, dressed in drag. Scrawled in messy handwriting was a simple, heartbreaking line. "I want to be me," sad face. Before I could process it, Otis burst in and snatched the album from my hands.
What are you doing here?
That's not important. I want to know the truth
What truth?
about this.
What right do you have to know?
Because I'm your sister. Otis's eyes filled with tears and his hands fell limp.
So, you finally admit you're my sister, huh?
And with that, he told me everything. Ever since he was little, Otis had a thing for feminine stuff. He'd sneak into Mom's closet to try on her clothes and makeup. But one day, Mom and Dad caught him and made it clear they didn't approve. From then on, scared of disappointing everyone, Otis buried that side of himself, acting tough and carefree. Deep down though, he dreamed of being a drag queen, and he looked up to me as his role model. Otis, I had no idea.
Sorry for being this way.
No, why would you say that?
And I'm sorry for always copying you. I know it annoyed you, but I really admire you. I wanted to shine in drag shows like you do on stage. I just want to be myself.
Without thinking, I pulled him into a tight hug. He'd been holding this in for so long. Just then, Otis started coughing violently. It turned out he'd been sick all week, ever since that day when Wes and I first discovered his secret. I'm so sorry. I've been so blind. That night, memories flooded back. Otis had always been there for me in his own innocent way. Once, I fell and scraped my knee. Little Otis ran off and brought back a huge bucket of water to clean my wound, his face filled with concern. I couldn't help but laugh through the pain at his earnestness. And when I had nightmares, he gave me his favorite stuffed bear.
This is my brave bear. Hug it tight, and you won't be scared anymore.
Even as we grew up, Otis kept looking out for me, like distracting the hall monitor whenever I was late. I'd taken it all for granted. It was time to step up. From then on, I helped Otis with his singing, posing, and performing. I encouraged him to upload videos on YouTube under the name Fiona. At first, he was hesitant, but when his debut video went viral with hundreds of thousands of views, he started to open up. We kept his secret safe, but Wes eventually found out after noticing Fiona's videos in my YouTube suggestions.
This girl looks super familiar.
Familiar? Nah, she's just an online sensation.
You don't think she looks a lot like your brother? This is Otis, isn't it?
Wes kept pressing until I had no choice but to admit it. I begged him to keep quiet, but then he started mocking Otis, expecting me to join in. This time, though, it felt different. His words made my skin crawl. Was I really this mean to Otis before? Wes, if you can't respect my family, especially my brother, then you don't deserve to be with me.
Whoa. When did you become Miss Goody Two-Shoes? Weren't you the one always trash-talking him to me? If you don't apologize in 24 hours, we're done.
I ignored Wes's warnings and thought back to all our past fights. How I always was the one apologizing. Maybe Otis was right. Wes never really valued me. After a day of overthinking and almost texting him, I saw his latest post. He had outed Otis as a drag queen. As expected, the school blew up, and Otis's phone was bombarded with cruel messages. He was in full panic mode. Forget them. You've got me by your side. That was the turning point. I pushed Otis to practice harder. When the school's club fair rolled around, we signed up for a performance together. We sang and sang, danced the same moves, yet each brought our unique flair. Still, there was this unexplainable connection between us. The crowd went wild, cheering like crazy. At the end, I gave Otis a nod. He stepped forward, pulled off his wig, and faced the audience.
You've probably seen the post about me. Yes, I'm Otis. But like this, I'm Fiona. I've been hiding for so long. But with my sister's support, I finally found the courage to be myself.
The auditorium fell silent. I stepped in. I used to be a terrible sister. I didn't care about my brother, and honestly, I even resented him. But now, seeing his bravery, all our misunderstandings have vanished. To everyone here, stop hiding. Be proud of who you are, no matter what. Shine bright, because when you step out of your comfort zone, you change not only your life, but inspire others too. I turned and squeezed Otis's hand. Or should I say Fiona's? The entire hall erupted in chants of Fiona, Fiona, and we both broke into tears of joy. Amidst the cheering crowd, I caught a glimpse of Wes storming off. Wes later texted, saying he'd graciously overlook Otis's issue so we could get back together. As if. A few days later, I saw him cozying up to another girl. Good riddance. Honestly, I can't believe I almost let him drive a wedge between me and Otis. So childish. Now, Otis and I are closer than ever. We perform together at school and community events. And today is a big day. Our parents are finally back from their business trip, and Otis is ready to come out to them. Otis was trembling as we heard their footsteps approaching. I squeezed his hand tighter. Whatever it takes, I'll make them see his strength. I know they'll come around when they see how far he's come. So, what do you think? Will this story have a happy ending? Or will things take a turn? Drop your predictions in the comments below.
When I was skateboarding near the school gate, unfortunately, I crashed into Lion, my neighbor, and we fell on top of each other. He angrily grimaced at me.
Watch yourself, Chaos Breeder. Put a helmet on. It might help your hyperactive brain reduce the risk of injury by 65%.
Then he even demanded to confiscate my skateboard. I mischievously bent down to pull the rug under Lion's feet and delighted to see him fall painfully on his butt. Tone it down, nerd. Even though Lion kept yelling behind me, I just nonchalantly ran away. Hi, I'm Aretha, 16 years old. When I was young, my mom always wanted me to be girly and gentle. But unfortunately, being girly is not me. I'm always mischievous and enjoy energetic activities. Not only did it upset my mom, but it also annoyed Lion, the nerdy guy who lives next to us. He really hated me and kept calling me by the nickname Chaos Breeder. Over the years, Lion and I had always been at odds with each other. Although we were neighbors and even attended the same class, we could never be close. Once, my uncle gave me a vuvuzela, a gift from his trip to Brazil. I was very excited and brought it to class. While all my friends laughed at the sound of it and my jokes, Lion thought the exact opposite.
Be quiet, Aretha. I need to read a book.
Oh, sorry, knowledgeable gentleman, but this is break time. You should return to your nerd planet to continue reading. Then I blew the vuvuzela even louder to piss him off. Then he suddenly grabbed a glass of water nearby and poured it directly into my vuvuzela. I immediately choked violently. Stupid face! You regret this! We started throwing things at each other until the principal showed up and punished me for causing a commotion in the classroom. Seeing me being led away, Lion smirked triumphantly. Another time, when our class was allowed to visit a museum of nature, I was overwhelmed by the fossilized skeleton of a large dinosaur placed in the middle of the hall. When I was about to touch it, Lion suddenly slapped my hand hard.
You can't read, can you? Article 3, Section 4 of the museum's rules. It is strictly forbidden to touch the specimen.
Then he started giving me a long lecture on proper manners of the museum. I yawned in frustration and turned around to leave. Seeing that, he grabbed my shoulder.
You're so impolite. Don't walk away when others are talking.
I winced, squashed his hand away, and harshly pushed him back. But it seemed I had used too much strength. To my horror, Lion fell into the dinosaur skeleton and the skeleton fell on top of us. Not only was it painful, but also we were banned from the museum for years. Great. Every goddamn time I got involved with that nerd, I got a chain of bad luck coming after me. So from then on, I tried even harder to avoid him. But Lion was so annoying. That Sunday morning, I was woken up by loud music from his house. That nerd was definitely responsible for it, since his parents were on a business trip yesterday. Immediately, I went to his house in my pajamas. Stupid face! Turn that crappy music off before it becomes your last song. After several knocks, no one answered me. Furiously, I was about to kick the door when suddenly, a handsome guy with a face like Shawn Mendes and a towel wrapped around his waist came out. Unfortunately, he took the full impact of my powerful kick.
Ugh! What are you doing? I couldn't open the door because I was in the shower.
Embarrassed, I quickly apologized to him and ran straight home. Since then, I have been trying to snoop around Lion's house to see who that guy was. After that somewhat disastrous meeting, I couldn't stop thinking about his gorgeous body and an angel-like face. Damn, I think I've fallen in love. Then suddenly, a hand hit my shoulder.
Not only a chaos breeder, but now you're also a pervert who stalks other people's houses?
I quickly shook my hand and explained everything, but unexpectedly, he mocked me.
You like my cousin? Ew! Even The Conjuring is not as disturbing as this!
Turns out that heartthrob is Kai, Lion's cousin. He would live here until the end of high school. Great! Excellent! Wonderful! So I have a chance to date him!
Kai will never like you.
Why?
Cause he's not gay. You're like a boy and he's into feminine girls.
Although I was extremely bitter at his taunt, I realized I didn't know anything about Kai and Lion was the only one who was close to him. Oh, Lion, my dear bestie, will you please put aside all our silly grudges and help me pursue Kai?
Nope.
Oh, come on, give me a prize. I'm ready to pay. He put on an obnoxious, contemplative face and finally said,
Fine, but on one condition. If this works, you must obey anything I say.
Although that was a horrible trade, for my demigod, I was willing to sacrifice everything. So from that day on, Lion and I teamed up. He became my fashion guru and helped me dress up to match Kai's type. I started to practice putting on high heels and skirts and even got some education about boys. Gosh, how bothersome. But I needed to hold on for my demigod. One day, to help me approach Kai, Lion took me to the record store his cousin frequently visited. According to his calculation, Kai would come from the northwest at a speed of 2.4 miles per hour, and I would need to walk from the southeast at a speed about 2/3 of his.
Trust me, there's a 97% chance that you two will meet at Kai's favorite record section.
Jeez, what a total nerd. Then we embarked on our plan. However, when I was trying to reach that record section, my cramped high heels caused me to trip. How embarrassing! Seeing that, Kai hugged his stomach and burst out laughing.
You again? Seems like every time we meet, troubles follow us, doesn't it?
Unexpectedly, that incident made me closer to Kai. He asked for my number, then asked me out. I felt like I was on cloud 9. After that, we grew closer each day. Once when we were hanging out, I mustered up the courage to ask him, Kai, please answer honestly. Is your type feminine girls?
Nah. I always feel like they're kinda spoiled and I'm not into that.
What? Did that stupid face Lion trick me? So he just wanted to make fun of me after all. Right after saying goodbye to Kai, I went straight to Lion. Furiously, I grabbed his collar. Stupid face, you've been pulling pranks on me since the beginning, right? Why do you want to get between Kai and me? Then he suddenly grabbed my hand and placed a kiss on my lips.
Actually, I've liked you for a long time. But since you're always teasing me, I couldn't find a chance to confess.
Don't you hate tomboys like me?
No, Aretha. I like everything about you. Even when you crashed into me on your skateboard, even when your clothes were boyish, and even when you laughed with a mouthful of food at me.
That doesn't change the fact that you've lied to me! I withdrew my hand and quickly left. From that day on, I tried to avoid Lion, both at home and at school. About 3 weeks later, Kai suddenly told me that Lion had just signed up as an exchange student and was about to move to Switzerland. Somehow, ever since that day, I kept thinking about Lion's kiss and what he said. No, Aretha, you must forget about it. I tried to reassure myself and held on to the thought that Lion was the bad guy. The day he moved out, even though I was on a date with Kai, I couldn't stop thinking about that nerd. While we were walking on the street, a girl skater almost bumped into us. Oh, sorry, are you two okay? Before she could finish, Kai violently grabbed her arm.
Dumbass, do you girls think you're cool when you skateboard? No, it's only for boys. Know your place.
Kai's words shocked me. I didn't expect him to be so sexist. Unlike Lion. Damn, maybe the one I had fallen for was actually Lion after all. But first, I gotta deal with this obnoxious human being. Let her go. You're hurting her, jerk. I pushed him down and quickly let the other girl away. After that, I borrowed her skateboard to chase after Lion. I didn't stop screaming and chasing his car until it stopped.
What's the matter, Aretha?
Stupid face, I've realized that I like you too. Then Lion smiled. He gently hugged me and put a passionate kiss on my lips.
Wow, my daughter is so pretty.
I was looking at the shimmering dress that my dad had just bought for me, when suddenly... Oh my god, my dress! I looked up and saw my sister Ashira grinning. Sorry, watering the plants. Ugh, you couldn't get away with it. I quickly yanked the hose, and you probably knew what happened next. Ah! How dare you! You crossed the line! She rushed downstairs to attack me. Fine, bet on who would win that game. She grabbed my hair, and so did I. And we fought while my parents panicked. Hi, I'm Lix, 14 years old. I have a monstrous sister named Ajira. She is 2 years older than me. Ever since I was little, we didn't get along with each other at all. She always makes weird pranks to tease me. Why? Maybe she was jealous of me. My parents usually take care of me more than her because I often get sick since childhood. Ajira, get Lix a glass of orange juice. But why me? She can do it herself. In contrast to me, Ajira always annoyed my parents. She always scared other people. For example, she was extremely messy. Why do you keep stuffing your smelly socks in my bag? You talk too much. Throw them behind the door. Ugh. My gosh! A huge pile of dirty clothes stuffed behind the door. How many times did she intend to wear them over and over again? Of course, that wasn't the only time Ajira acted strangely. One time, Ajira came home and made my mother nearly faint with piercings all over her face. When she grinned, a bright light made us all cover our eyes. Ajira set shining stones to all of her teeth. What do you think? It's cool, isn't it? After that, the piercings on her face didn't last long because Ajira got bored very quickly. Almost every week, she came up with a new trick that kept my parents in shock. On my birthday last year, when my friends were happily singing happy birthday to me, Ajira walked in. I was so sure something bad would happen. She cut her short hair and dyed it green, her lips painted black, making my friends cringe in fear. She threw into my hand a gift wrapped in black. Happy birthday, my dear sister! Ah! My gosh! Spiders crawled everywhere! She knew I was afraid of spiders the most. But my friends were frightened and ran away while Ajira laughed her ass off. She must pay for what she did to me. The parents were very angry and Ajira was grounded for a week, but she didn't seem to care and didn't think about stopping her stupid pranks on me. One night, I excitedly prepared a date with Henry, a guy I just met online. We got along really well, and Henry took me home. As we neared the gate, a skeleton glowed and leaped toward us. But you know, I'm used to pranks like this. Ajira, stop this nonsense! Henry shouted, Devil! Then fainted. Ajira couldn't help laughing as she continued walking down the street in that weird outfit. Later that day, Ajira was punished by Mom and Dad again. The next day after seeing me come down from upstairs, Ajra held her head and shouted, "Devil! Devil!" She imitated Henry and mocked him for being a coward. This made me furious, because after Henry found out it was my sister, he blocked my number. I shouted to Ajra, "You'll see no one can stand you. Who wants to love a monstrous girl like you?" We definitely wouldn't give in to anyone. One day, Ajra suddenly became very strange. How could I say? She became a normal girl, with no earrings, no nose rings, no stones on her teeth. Well, that was unusual. When she came downstairs, my parents gasped, "Ajra, you feel okay?" I really didn't care why she changed her style. But that afternoon, I met Ajra standing in front of Jace, the guy in her class. Jace was well known throughout our school for his good grades and friendliness. Ajra gave him a gift box and ran away. So, my monstrous sister fell for a gentle guy? And that was why Ajra dresses and behaves differently. Suddenly, a thought flashed into my mind. I finally had a chance to avenge the weird prank my sister had done to me since I was a kid. I started following Jace to get to know all his interests. Every meal at the canteen, I would find an excuse to sit near Jace and talk about his favorite things. One day, when I saw Ajra enter the room, I pretended to pick up the phone. "Are you dating? You own me!" "Huh? Your friend is trying to flirt with Jace?" "Okay, I got it. I already told you that I'm good at flirting." Ajra stared at me, then walked up to her room. But just a moment later, she ran down and said to me, "Lix, help me date Jace. I will do everything you want." Sound interesting, right? From that day on, Ajra always asked me what to wear and how to approach Jace. Love could make her become foolish. Since I knew all of Jace's interests, I set Ajra to follow the opposite pattern that Jace liked. The funny thing was, even though I instigated Ajra to do the wrong thing, he didn't seem annoyed. He even invited Ajra and I to his house party this weekend. I told Ajra to put on heavy makeup because Jace liked it. But really, I knew he liked the natural type of girl. I got to the party first and got a seat in the corner. When Ajra arrived, everyone burst into laughter. Obviously, her shaggy green hair didn't match that kind of dress. The eye with heavy makeup on and her red lips. At that moment, Jace walked towards me.
"Lix, would you like to go to the movie with me tomorrow?"
Oh my god, what the heck was going on? Jace pulled me back and whispered in my ear.
"I know you have feelings for me too. You sneak glances at me the whole time."
Before I could do anything, Ajra stepped forward and splashed a glass of juice on my skirt. "You did this on purpose, didn't you?" She squeezed a handful of blueberries and rubbed it over my face. I looked at my horrible face in the window and shouted angrily, "Yes, Jace, I want to date you." In the days that followed, Ajra kept hanging around and warned me for 2 weeks. "You have to pay for what you've done. I'm watching you." She must have gone mad with jealousy when she couldn't have Jace. I didn't know if I was doing it right. But after that day, Jace took me on more dates. He was always caring and gentle with me. He tied my shoelaces, patted my head, and wiped the cream from my mouth. Although my intention was just to annoy Ajra, that was right. I fell in love with Jace. One day, Jace invited me to his house and led me to a secret room. It included a lot of exam questions. Jace told me he was the one who sold the answers to the students in the whole school. Oh my god, I didn't expect him to do it. Jace continued.
"That's why I earned so much money. After this time, I'll stop because I've had enough to afford college."
But why are you telling me this?
"Because I need your help, Lix."
Jace wanted to sell the answers to students in my class. Jace asked me to help because this was the last time, so he wanted to choose the person he trusted the most. He placed a kiss on my lips and looked at me fondly. Just like that, I nodded in agreement to help Jace. I was very nervous when I accepted to do this mission, but it seems that when I fell in love, I was as stupid as Ajra. But I had the better reason, right? From that day on, Jace called repeatedly to remind me of the mission. Sometimes it makes me uncomfortable, But because I loved him, I could do anything he wanted.
Only you could help me. Just this time.
Okay, I got it. The day before the exam, I had just finished taking a shower when I came out to find Ajra rummaging through my school bag. What are you doing? You gonna play tricks on me again? Being discovered, Ajra looked confused. She quickly stuffed something back into her bag and put on a calm face like nothing had happened. Stop being with Jace. Otherwise, karma will hit you hard. He doesn't love you back, no matter how hard you try. You know nothing about love. Then she took her bag outside. What a weird girl. On the exam day, when the exam questions were given out for about 10 minutes, Jace would complete all the answers, print them out, and then put them in the toilet. Then I asked to go out to the toilet, hiding the answers in my pants pocket. I sat down and began to figure out how to give the answer to other students. The buyers were looking at me and holding 2 fingers up to their noses, a sign Jace had conventioned. They were scattered all over the room, and I started to shake. It was at this point that I realized how crazy I was. Suddenly, the principal and other teachers came in and walked toward me. The teacher held out her hand in front of me. Bring it out. My gosh, it's all over for me. I'm so stupid. I wish I didn't interfere with this mission. The teacher slowly opened the answer sheet. Oh? Blank paper? How could it be? Someone reported that you printed the answers and sold them to the whole class. I shivered, not daring to look at her eyes. At that moment, Ajra entered my class. She dragged Jace. Here's the culprit. Turns out, Jace had me trapped from the beginning. He knew the teachers were trying to find a group of cheaters, so he decided to use me as a substitute. However, it was Ajra who swapped it before I gave it to everyone. She saved me.
It was Lix. They're slandering me.
Only now did I know the real face of the bad guy. I was very disappointed. He must pay for what he did. I know all of your clients, Jace. There must be a lot of transaction information, right? Jace had no way of denying it. He fell to his knees because he knew the consequences he received after this terrible thing. The university gate is out of your reach, you stupid. Turns out, the karma that my sis always mentioned was Jace's craziness. Ajra was his first target, but letting her cheat would be hard to lure the teacher. So he chose me because I was a role model at school. Not long after, Ajra also discovered Jace's dark secret and tried to warn me, but I ignored everything. Why are you helping me? I was going to let you be fooled. But no matter how much we hate each other, we're still siblings, right? Thanks to Ajra, Jace and those involved were caught. Lucky for me, I was only reminded and became a key witness in this case. Ajra was rewarded in front of the whole school. When my parents ran to give her a hug, she burst into tears. She said that she has always felt left behind by her parents' love, so she always found ways to attract attention with weird tricks. Parents apologized to Ajra, promising to care for her more. I also apologized to her for being careless and trying to slander her. We should sympathize and forgive each other because we are one family, right? Let's wait for the next episode to be broadcast on My Diary Animated. This is the final level, and once I beat it, I'll add another game to the list that Sadie the Undefeated has conquered. Nailed it! No surprise there. I am Sadie the Undefeated after all. Oh no, my laptop! Serves you right. Not funny. Can you stop with these pranks already? Oh, I can't. It's too much fun. Gosh, living with Madeline is unbearable. I bet she win first prize in a World's Meanest Sisters contest. And me? I'm Sadie, her little sister, and we're from San Jose. The story will begin as soon as you hit the like and subscribe button below. I swear, I was dubbed Sadie the Undefeated from the moment I was born. Obviously not because I could slay monsters in games back then. Everyone, try some cookies! Oh, my sweet Sadie. Knew from the start this girl would grow up to be bright and adorable. That's right, Sadie's such a good girl. You see, everyone adored me instead of my sister Madeline, who's 4 years older. Unlike me, Madeline was hard to approach. You'd rarely see her smile or talk more than a few words to anyone. And thus, she wasn't as close to our parents as I was.
Madeline is good too, and really smart. She scored perfectly on 3 math tests in a row and could even do 6th grade homework.
But she's still the sister I love most in the world, and I never want her to be sad. At 16, I started dreaming of becoming a game streamer, blending my passion for games with a chance to earn some extra cash. Around the same time, Madeline, after much hard work, received a 50% scholarship to study abroad in Australia. The whole family was overjoyed, and our parents promised to manage the expenses for her trip. However, trouble brewed. One day while I was on the roof preparing a "Congratulations on your Australian scholarship, Madeline" banner as a surprise, I accidentally slipped, and then…
The leg surgery was quite successful. However, she'll need to stay in the hospital for a few days for observation and further treatment. Listen, we're really sorry, but the surgery costs were quite high.
We might have to postpone your study abroad plans, Madeline. From that moment on, our relationship flipped upside down. She hated me. At first, I didn't mind since it was just small signs. But then things escalated. Toothpaste replaced with dye, dog food mixed in my cereal, and I nearly lost a chunk of hair to a tape prank outside my door. Who else but Madeline could it be? Especially when I caught her red-handed trying to mess with my precious computer setup. Jesus, Madeline! Stop it right now! What the heck are you doing? I tried to wrestle the hose from Madeline, and soon, the room looked like it had been hit by a tsunami. You did that on purpose, Madeline! Why are you suddenly treating me like this?
Nothing sudden about it. It's all your fault. Mom and Dad invest in a whole computer setup for you to be what? A game streamer? Then you pull some dumb stunt and end up needing surgery. All that money could have been for my study abroad.
So what? You want me to be crippled before you're satisfied? In the end, Madeline got a stern talking to from our parents and was grounded for a week. She refused any attempt at making up with me. I had no choice but to ignore Madeline and focus on becoming a legit game streamer. I kicked off my first live stream with the game I'm most confident in, and the results weren't half bad. One day, on my way home from school, I noticed a classmate looking puzzled at the balcony of an abandoned house. Oh no, your backpack's up there? What happened?
It was that witch Madeline and her gang of mean girls. The door's locked, so I can't go in to get it. Any ideas?
There was a big trash bin by the wall. I took a running start, jumped off it, and did a flip right onto the balcony.
Wow, that was impressive!
No biggie. Now, how do I get down? Beatrice and I hit it off and chatted a lot on the way home. Turns out she's a hardcore gamer too. Even crazier, she's Madeline's arch nemesis, constantly battling for the top spot in class tests. I spilled the beans about the drama with my sister.
What? That's outrageous! If she treats her own sister like that, no wonder…
Madeline wasn't always like this. I can't get it. Maybe everyone paying too much attention to me made her feel left out.
Sadie, you did nothing wrong. Madeline's just selfish. Forget about her. I know just the thing to cheer us up.
Beatrice then took me to her place. Lord, it was a castle! Smart, being a game streamer, and rich, Beatrice had it all. Instead of going inside, Beatrice led me to a garden shed.
Brace yourself, Sadie!
Oh my god, is this heaven? This setup must cost 10 times more than the one Madeline wrecked at home. Absolutely epic! From then on, I regularly trained with Beatrice and continued streaming. We were inseparable, became school celebs, recruited new crew members, and signed up for the school's esports team selection. Madeline was not thrilled.
Well, everything's just so easy for you, isn't it? Befriending a rich loser to take advantage, sitting around playing silly games all day, and still being idolized by kids.
What did you just say, Madeline? That's too much. I caught a glimpse of what looked like the upcoming semester's final exam paper among the scattered pages. Why would she have that? This incident got overshadowed by a world war that followed. Madeline fired the first shot by spraying vinegar in our gym shirts and dumping snails on our bikes. Beatrice was livid. We divided and conquered in retaliation. I changed Madeline's alarm clock while Beatrice planted a stink bomb in her locker. Madeline wouldn't back down. The next day, she spiked mine and Beatrice's lunch with laxatives and had her friends lock the nearest bathrooms. We had to dash across the schoolyard to the far-off toilets to avoid a public fireworks show.
Enough is enough! Sadie, I've got a plan to really embarrass her. Want to hear a juicy secret about your sister?
Beatrice had heard that Madeline cheated on recent tests with the help of a mean girl close to the exam setters. No way! Madeline's really smart. She wouldn't need to do that.
Just a facade. We need to expose her true face to the whole school.
Hold on, I need to talk to Madeline about this. I can't believe she'd really do that.
What's with you, Sadie? Why do you keep making excuses for Madeline when she treats you like dirt?
Because she's still my sister. This could ruin her reputation. I can't just blindly hurt her. Please, after the esports competition opening ceremony tomorrow, I'll talk to her. But then everything fell apart. At the tournament's opening ceremony, as our team's member introductions were displayed on the screen, the audience suddenly burst into laughter. Oh no, who did this? My photo was grotesquely edited and the info displayed was all twisted. The whispers and jeers about me spread through the hall. My head spun. I rushed to the control room and found Madeline!
You're crazy! How could you do this? Let go! You're the crazy one! Calm down!
I can't believe you hate me this much, Madeline! I should have never defended you! I grabbed the mic on the control desk.
Madeline is a cheater! I found out she had the upcoming final exam paper. That's not true! What the heck are you talking about?
You liar! Don't even try to deny it. I saw the final exam paper you hid in your books. One of your mean girl cronies is cozy with the exam setters and all your past tests were cheats. Maybe even your scholarship. Madeline slapped me in the face. It was the first time she ever did that since I was born. I swore to myself I'd never talk to Madeline again. That night, I stayed at Beatrice's, gaming all night long.
Sadie, I looked into what happened at the ceremony. It was a scheme by our rival team. Madeline didn't do it. Maybe she was there trying to ask the tech guys to turn off the projector.
Enough, Beatrice.
The exam thing too, Sadie. Madeline had found out who cheated in her friend group and was planning to report it to the principal with that paper.
I said enough! Sorry, I need to focus. I didn't want to think about any of that anymore. Time passed until the electricity in the basement suddenly cut out. Darkness enveloped everything. Beatrice? What's happening? Beatrice? Why do I smell something burning? My phone was nowhere to be found. It was right next to me a moment ago. I kept calling out for Beatrice, but no answer came. Panic set in alongside the acrid smell, making it hard to breathe.
Sadie! Sadie, are you in there? Sadie!
Was that Madeline's voice? Sounded like she was about to cry. Why would Madeline be here all of a sudden?
Sadie, hang in there! I'm trying to get in! I'm so sorry, Sadie! I should have never treated you like that! Please let nothing have happened to you!
A sliver of light peeked through the door. Perhaps Madeline and Beatrice were trying to pry it open from the outside. I'm here! I'm okay! Let me help! I grabbed the edge of the door and pulled with all my might. Seconds later, the door flung open and Madeline rushed in to hug me. Oh my gosh, Sadie! Are you okay? Madeline, why are you here?
Beatrice called me. She said something about her basement having an electrical issue and you were trapped. Hey, you rich fool. Built a modern basement with no emergency exit? What's the point of being smart then?
Wow, that's... hold on, I don't get it. Beatrice. Okay then, I was just surprised. Madeline, I thought you really hated me.
How could I? You're my only sister, Sadie. I stupidly envied the attention everyone gave you. How could I forget that you're the one who always supported me no matter what? I was awful, Sadie.
No, Madeline, I was awful for bad-mouthing you at the ceremony. I'm sorry. You know what? To me, you'll always be the best sister ever, forever. So it turned out Beatrice orchestrated the basement trap so Madeline and I could reconcile. She sure is full of surprises. But luckily, thanks to Beatrice's wild idea, I now have two sisters I cherish. One is my teammate conquering the esports competition, and the other cheering loudly for me from the stands.
As I was sitting peacefully in the stands, a baseball suddenly hit my shoulder. Ow! What idiot would throw a ball at me? And a dirty ball at that. Ew. At that moment, Justin, the guy I had a crush on, gestured to me from the field. Sorry, can you throw it back to me? Sure thing. I juggled the ball like a pro, then with all my might, I threw it down the drain. Well, what are you waiting for? Give me a round of applause, please. Hi, I'm Luna, a blessed girl whose dad was the president of the most popular e-commerce corporation in Finland. I lived without lacking anything and not having to submit to anyone, and yet I decided to change everything I was to be the type of girl my crush liked. Look at that cool boy. That's Justin. His face resembles Jungkook, right? So cute. But it wasn't the only reason I liked him. Once when my dad and I went to a baseball game for a charity event, which I was forced to attend, an accident happened. During the break, when the kiss cam was on and strangers started to exchange kisses, all of a sudden the kiss cam showed me and a strange man next to me. My dad had disappeared somewhere, so I had no one to call for help. I fidgeted awkwardly, but the camera kept zooming in on me while the man boldly came closer and puckered his lips towards me. My defense instinct kicked in and I immediately pulled his hair and pushed him away. The humiliated man angrily threw a cup of Coke on my head. Crazy wench. My dress was soaked and everyone booed at me for ruining the fun atmosphere. Suddenly, a guy came and covered me up with his shirt. He took my hand and said, "Stop it. She's my girlfriend." He kissed my hand and pulled me away from there. The mood was lifted immediately and the crowd started cheering for us. When we were finally alone, I took a breath of relief. Hey, are you okay? Thank you, that would have been a disaster if you weren't there. Before I could ask more about him, he had already bid me goodbye. Before he left, I reached for his hand and asked, "Wait, this is your shirt. Can I know your name to return it?" "I'm Justin, and no worries, keep it." After that brief encounter, I couldn't stop thinking about Justin. Maybe I had a crush on him. I wish I could find that cutie again to ask for his number, and unexpectedly, God had granted my wishes. One day, our school held a festival to recruit members for the clubs. When my bestie Casey and I went through the booths, we saw the baseball club members playing with each other. That looked pretty dangerous. Suddenly, a ball flew straight at me, and my two bodyguards ran to catch it. We foolishly crashed into each other and fell to the ground. Ugh. As fast as lightning, a hand caught the ball in time. "I told you not to play in crowded places." "Thank you, Justin?" Oh my God, was I dreaming? Justin was actually the captain of my school's baseball club. It must have been fate. He saved me twice, and by the second time, it was without a doubt that I was crushing heavily on him. Justin, Justin! When I was about to ask for his number, Monica, a hot female member from the baseball club, suddenly interrupted us. She looked so full of life. Even her arms had muscles. "I'll see you around," Justin said to me and quickly ran over to the beautiful girl. They looked so friendly. Ugh. "La la la la, someone's in trouble." Casey giggled and told me that Monica was Justin's childhood bestie, and there were rumors that they had feelings for each other. Jeez, it seemed that Justin liked athletic and energetic girls. If that was the case, I was at a disadvantage, 'cause I'm the princess type. But to catch his attention, I was determined to do anything. So I started making plans to capture my crush's heart. I asked Casey to go shopping with me at Camp Galeria Center and bought a bunch of baseball clothes. Why do you even buy those? Don't tell me. My face was as red as a tomato. Casey understood immediately and continued teasing me. Haha, you're in love with the baseball captain, right? To shut Casey's mouth, I bribed her with 3 Prada bags. She thanked me happily and promised to help me get my dream boy. After that, I texted Justin a lot and engaged in more conversations with him. We had a lot in common except baseball. Not only that, Justin loved extreme sports, while I didn't find them interesting at all. But still, I tried to act like a strong, brave girl so he would come to like me. Once, Justin said he wanted to climb to the top of Sarki Tanturi, and I even insisted on coming along. Honestly, climbing was tough as hell, yet Justin was as strong as the rock. He constantly helped to pull me up and walk faster. I gritted my teeth and put one step in front of the other, but my legs were so close to breaking. Justin was very concerned for me. "Are you okay? Do you want me to carry you?" Nah, I can do it. That's the spirit. There's only 2,000 feet left. Another 2,000 feet? Hearing that, my blood pressure dropped and I fainted. In the end, Justin had to carry me back home. I could see the regret in his eyes that he couldn't complete his goal. He must have been disappointed in me, but still, I didn't want to give up on him. I made up my mind to confess to Justin the day his team participated in the school baseball game. On the day of the game, I was cheering for him from the stands. During the opening ceremony, Monica was chosen to hit the first ball. She looked so strong and cool out there. Suddenly, Monica raised her bat up high and someone ran over to give her the mic. I want to give this honor to Lona, our school princess. The whole audience applauded loudly. Justin was looking at me and clapped as well. Not wanting to disappoint him, I immediately went to the field. After his brief explanation, I kinda understood how to play. I stood on the field and took the bat from Monica. My eyes were fully focused. Unfortunately, I missed the first ball. The second ball was no better, and I even dropped the bat to the ground. As I started hearing laughter, my sweat broke out, and I began to tremble. When the third ball flew to me, I closed my eyes and swung blindly. Bam! Yay, I hit it, right? But the crowd was oddly noisy. I opened my eyes, and to my horror, I saw that I had hit Justin, and he was lying unconscious on the ground. The medical team immediately rushed over and carried Justin out of the field, while Monica wasted no chance to sneer at me. Ha ha, how useless. Everyone laughed even louder and booed me for being a good-for-nothing. I froze on the spot in embarrassment, and Casey immediately pulled me out of there. That day, there were a lot of comments attacking me. Some students even set up an anti-Lona group with more than 200 followers. Although Casey tried to comfort me, I still cried a lot. A week later, Justin recovered and went back to school. In his hand, there was a large bouquet of flowers as he walked over to Monica. Damn it! I had already seen this coming. My heart was about to shatter, but I knew no matter how painful it was, I would heal someday. Let's go, Casey. I don't want to see that. I turned around, but suddenly, Justin was standing in front of me with a red rose. He flashed a dazzling smile while Monica furiously looked at us. Would you like to go out with me? I thought you liked athletic girls. Justin laughed and patted my head. He took my hand and said, You fascinate me so much that I actually forget what my type is. I was so happy that I launched myself into Justin's embrace. Monica angrily tried to pull us apart, but Justin held my hand tightly and scolded her. I have said it so many times, Monica. We're just friends. Then we walked away while Casey teasingly stuck her tongue out. Look who just got rejected. After that day, Justin and I were officially a couple. I didn't try to play baseball anymore, and just enthusiastically cheered for my boyfriend from the stands with my 2 bodyguards. Hee.
The stage was huge. The cheers were deafening. The spotlight shone on me, and the singer Lorraine in her sparkling dress walked over. Then she reached out and invited me up on stage. What? She invited you on stage? Shh, I don't want to brag too much. But we did a duet of her latest song. That's awesome! Do you have a video? Let me see. No, it was a private concert for Lorraine's special guests, so recording was forbidden. If there's another chance, I'll get you a ticket. My friend nodded excitedly.
Hey, Cassie, isn't that the time you jumped on stage, grabbed Lorraine's mic, and got thrown out by security?
Quiet, Enzo! Oh, hi there. I'm Cassie, 16, from Toronto, and I dream of becoming a famous singer. But before I can achieve that, I have to deal with the mess I've created with all my outrageous lies. Don't forget to like and subscribe before the story begins. Music has been everything to me since I was little. I love singing, and I'm ready to sing anytime, anywhere, though most of the time my audience isn't very receptive.
Stop that racket or I'll kick you out of the house!
Hey, keep it down!
Well, actually, I did have one exceptional audience member. Enzo, my best friend. We've known each other since we were kids playing in the rain. I'm an only child, and Enzo has only a sister who's been studying abroad for years, so we've become inseparable. Anyway, I admit I still have a lot to learn, but I've never thought of giving up on my dream of becoming a singer. My idol is Lorraine, a world-famous singer whose concert tickets sell out in just 3 seconds. One special thing about us is that we coincidentally share the same eye color and hair color, so we look quite alike. I could even hold a concert pretending to be Lorraine. All right, I won't do that. On my first day of high school, my eyes immediately glued to a poster on the bulletin board recruiting members for the music club. At the same time, I overheard some hot gossip. A talent agent would be attending the showcase for new club members this year. That was all I needed to hear. I quickly signed up. I practiced so hard for the audition. Finally, the day came for me to showcase my golden voice. But then a little accident happened.
Next contestant, please.
I stepped onto the stage, confidently singing and dancing to the music. The judges' faces turned sour, and one even raised a hand to stop. But I ignored the silent music and kept going like there was no tomorrow. Right then, the unlucky mic slipped from my hand and flew straight into Jasper's face. The club president sitting at the judges' table. As a result, I was immediately disqualified. I couldn't accept defeat like that. I had to use every trick in the book to salvage my chance. Please give me a chance.
The audition is over. See you next year.
It was just a small accident. Can't you overlook it? Considering my singing and performance style.
You'd still be disqualified. Who do you think you are? You sing like a cow mooing and still have the nerve to beg?
Jasper's words struck me like a lightning bolt. In a fit of anger, I blurted out, "You'll regret treating Lorraine's sister like this." Jasper immediately turned back to look at me with his bruised eye full of doubt. Then he suddenly cornered me against the wall. Excuse me?
What did you just say?
I'm Lorraine's sister. You know, the famous idol who sells out concert tickets in seconds? Don't tell me you don't know her.
Of course I know. Lorraine is the idol of all the students in the school. But her sister? What proof do you have?
I don't need to prove something that's obviously true. Anyone can see it, but if you insist, fine. I'll bring you a childhood photo of us tomorrow. Limited edition. Oh, my blabbermouth. Well, now I had to follow through. The next day, I brought a childhood photo and an album signed by Lorraine, which I bought from another fan. Jasper finally agreed to let me into the club. Don't ask me where the photo came from. Photoshop is handy for times like this. I excitedly shared the good news with Enzo, but after hearing the full story, he became very concerned.
I don't think that's a good idea, Cassie. If Jasper finds out you lied, things will get really bad.
I had no other choice. Come on, Enzo. Maybe Jasper will realize I'm giving him a chance to polish a rough diamond. However, the problem wasn't just with Jasper. Just one day later, news spread throughout the entire school. I became the center of attention. Some even volunteered to do my homework for the entire semester just to get a ridiculous doormat I claim that Lorraine often uses at home.
Thanks so much, Cassie. How about the nougat candies I sent her through you last time? Did she enjoy them?
She loved them. She even asked me to pass this thank you note to you. Keep it secret, okay? Not everyone gets this privilege. In the music club, I was warmly welcomed thanks to the Little Sister of Lorraine title. Tell us more about Lorraine. What does she like to eat for breakfast? Does she talk or fart in her sleep?
I bet even her snores make a melodious tune.
Well, Lorraine loves Japanese food. She could eat sashimi 3 meals a day and never get bored. So about her digestion, you know. As for sleep, she always has the lights on and loud music playing. At first it bothered me, but I got used to it. She's a singer after all. What's wrong? Are you sure? Lorraine once said on TV that she can't eat raw food. She also said she's very sensitive to light and noise when she sleeps. Well, actually, I forgot to mention, that was a long time ago. We don't live together anymore. The life of a superstar has changed her a lot.
You guys are asking the wrong questions. Why doesn't anyone wonder why Lorraine has never mentioned having a sister?
Everyone turned to look at me. I tried to present the patched-up story in my head as naturally as possible. The truth is, our parents didn't support Lorraine becoming a singer. They were worried I'd follow in her footsteps, so they separated us and told Lorraine not to mention me on TV. But of course, I couldn't deny my passionate love for music. That's why I'm here. Oh, poor you two! I had temporarily succeeded in manipulating everyone, but the problems continued during singing practice. I kept missing beats, singing off-key, causing a whole team to repeat rehearsals. They must have been wondering why the sister of a top idol sang so poorly, and Jasper was furious.
You're driving me nuts! Practice properly before the showcase rehearsal, or just get out of here!
It was terrible. I could only run to Enzo to complain, and surprisingly, he offered to help me practice. For the next few days, Enzo and I practiced singing together in the gym. Oh boy, Enzo's voice left me speechless. How did I not know he could sing so well? Thanks to Enzo pushing me, I practiced diligently and felt myself improving every day. At the showcase rehearsal, for the first time, I received applause from my clubmates and a barely acceptable nod from Jasper. However, he still insisted on throwing a wrench into my plans. As I was about to leave with Enzo...
Cassie, I want you to invite Lorraine to our showcase. What?
What?
Hey, you're being unreasonable. Stop exploiting her. It's just inviting your sister to watch your performance. What's the big deal?
Out of options, I had to firmly assure Jasper that Lorraine would come. I knew I had fallen into the trap I had set for myself. On the day of the showcase, I quickly spotted the talent agent sitting in the audience. Enzo kept telling me to focus on my performance, but I couldn't stop thinking about how Jasper would expose me if Lorraine didn't show up. Just then, the auditorium door swung open, and through the blinding light, a figure walked in. OMG, it's Lorraine! The screams drowned out the music, and the bodyguards had to rush out immediately before Lorraine got mobbed. Jasper was utterly shocked. As for me, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders. I immediately composed myself and delivered a flawless performance. At the end, Lorraine even came on stage and gave a speech as if she really was my sister. It was like a dream. But then, I met Enzo and also Lorraine in the waiting room.
Lorraine is my sister.
What? Enzo? So the sister you said was studying abroad was actually... Why didn't you help me from the start? How dare you blame my brother when he went out of his way asking me to save you from a massive embarrassment? Remember, I haven't even dealt with the fact that you impersonated me and spread lies. How ungrateful. Lorraine's words felt like a slap in the face.
I didn't want you to keep lying, Cassie. I know you can do much better if you try practicing instead of using lies as a crutch, but maybe I expected too much.
Enzo quietly left the waiting room, leaving me alone in shock. The final blow to that terrible day was that the talent agent didn't pick me. All the effort and lies I'd built up over time were for nothing. The next day, I was walking home feeling dejected when I came across an old woman selling apples. After taking a bite of the apple she offered, my head started spinning. I only managed to see her peel off her disguise before I passed out. When I woke up, I found myself tied up on a rooftop surrounded by some strangers, including Jasper? What are you doing? Let me go! He laughed menacingly and shoved a phone screen in my face. What's that? Can't see.
Open your eyes wide!
It was a ransom message demanding Lorraine cancel tonight's concert immediately? There were also pictures of me tied up and unconscious.
I had my suspicions since there was no information about Lorraine's family, but I never thought you stupid girl would walk right into my trap.
But why are you doing this?
Justice. Lorraine doesn't deserve to be famous. I should have been the one to win the contest and become a superstar. Let's see how long her bubble of fame lasts.
From this rooftop, you could see the outdoor stadium where Lorraine's concert was set to take place. Jasper eagerly waited, but 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then 20 minutes passed. I kept pleading for my life until I was hoarse, but there was no sign of Lorraine's concert being canceled.
No, this can't be. Is it because there was a problem with the network, so the message hasn't arrived yet?
Lorraine isn't going to save me. Let me go and we can talk this out.
What? No way she'd sacrifice her own sister.
I'm not her sister! I'm sorry, Jasper, but I've been lying ever since I first met you. I love singing and have always wanted to be a singer, but I know now I've been going about it the wrong way. No! But I mean, we could calmly discuss this! Please!
You little brat! How dare you deceive me! Stop!
Enzo rushed up from behind and tackled Jasper, then deftly dodged, causing the other two thugs to crash into each other. We backed up to the edge of the rooftop as Jasper got back on his feet.
You'll both meet your end today. I'll count to 3, then we jump, okay? 1, 2...
Are you crazy? Ah! Enzo suddenly grabbed me and jumped. I felt like my soul left my body until I landed on something soft and bouncy. We had landed on an inflatable cushion. I was alive! It turned out that when Jasper sent the message, Lorraine was busy preparing to go on stage. Enzo saw the message and quickly called the police before rushing to the rooftop to save me. In the end, Jasper got his bitter punishment in jail, while Lorraine's concert was a smashing success. It's true that in any situation, the best weapon for victory is your own hard work, rather than trying to create a fake perfect version of yourself, right?
That sounds cool. Hard work is great, but you also need to cut down on the tall tales.
Don't worry. With you around to remind me, I'll be just fine.
Looks like you owe someone a date for all that saving.
That day, when I had just arrived at school, suddenly, a luxury car sped past and splashed all the dirty water on me. So ignorant. Waiting for that girl to get out of the car, I immediately shouted, "Look what you did!" Ew, go away. Ugh! Just when I was about to fall back, suddenly a handsome guy like Harry Styles grabbed my hand. I apologize for Regina's actions. After a day of investigation, I, Jenna, 17 years old, also found out that guy was Finn, who had just transferred to my school with Regina. Would a handsome guy like him fall for a nerd like me? From that day, Finn was the only thing in my mind. I even predicted 36,892 possible scenarios when I started talking to him. There are 105 cases where I would become his girlfriend. Worth a try. So the next day, I decided to follow him to the library. Who knows when the opportunity would come, right? Are you looking for biology-related books? Yes, I am Let me see. Not waiting for him to finish, I dragged him to the shelf of biology books. What about the molecular and cellular biology of viruses book? No, Or non-coding RNAs and cardiovascular diseases book? No, I knew it! He must have found this. Just as I gave the book to Finn, a hand suddenly appeared and threw it away. Looks like this nerd falls for Finn. You should look at yourself. Then Regina pulled him away. I hurriedly chased after and collided a group of students who were bullying Albert, the chubby boy. Stay away if you don't want to be beaten. Dare to threaten me? They chased me to the bookshelf. I hid behind and used all my power to push it down. Snap! Too heavy! Just when I was about to give up, an arm helped me do it, blocking the way for two bullies. You! At that point, I noticed the person who helped me was Albert. Run! Now! After escaping from them, Albert shared with me that he was bullied for the past year because of his looks. Nonsense! You look so cute. If I see them again, I'll beat their ass. At that moment, I saw Finn and Regina enter the canteen. Without hesitation, I left Albert there to chase after them. Right after Finn passing, I excitedly shouted, "Finn, do you want to see these cupcakes I just bought?" Then I ran to him as fast as I could. Suddenly, Albert appeared, blocking me before I had time to stop and... Ah! The food on my tray just fell straight on Regina's face, making her extremely angry. Without waiting for my apology, she took the hamburger from Finn and threw it at me. How dare you throw food at my Jenna? My Jenna? However, things got worse when Albert continued to throw food at the beautiful girl. So the other students joined in and made a food war. If the proctor had seen this, I would have definitely been punished. I must get out of here. At that moment, I spotted a tray being thrown at Finn. Watch out! I rushed in front of him to catch it, but it was too good to be true. The tray hit me right in the face. Are you okay? I'm fine. After that day, my relationship with Finn improved. At least he decided to start a conversation with me. Soon my club's recruiting actors for Romeo and Juliet play. Do you want to join? Hope a nerd like you knows something about art.
If you want to know, all you need is brain.
After Regina's provocation, she and I decided to sign up for the club to see who would get the role of Juliet. 2 days later, we were at the audition. When I got there, I saw Regina doing something in the distance. Before I could ask, Albert ran towards me. Jenna, will you rehearse with me? At that moment, Finn tapped me on the shoulder from behind. I'll help you win over my smug friend. Then we also chose an empty space near the backstage to act. Below was Miss Kate, the judge of the audition. Oh, Romeo, where you've been all this eternal time, but how will we be together? We'll be married, my beloved. Come, let's go now. Oh, the arm that I always wanted to hold. I rushed forward without noticing there was a slick of oil under my feet that made me quickly fall forward. I tried to grab anything nearby, but not knowing that it was Finn's drawstring. Luckily, he caught me in time. As I wished that moment would stop forever, suddenly, Finn's pants fell. Ugh! At that point, I discovered the slick of oil was flowing straight from where Regina was standing earlier. I knew that she wasn't nice. Very good. That's what I want to see in the two characters, Romeo and Juliet. So, Finn and I both got the lead roles in that play. See, even though you harmed me, I could defeat you easily. It was one day until showtime. I stayed up all night to memorize the lines that made my eyes tired. I had to go wash my face right now. Suddenly, there was a strange noise in the dressing room. As soon as I ran in, I saw that my glasses were trampled on the floor. What the heck was going on? At that moment, Regina opened the door and entered. Hey, nerd. The audition has begun. Aren't these your glasses? No need to pretend. I know you did it. What the heck are you talking about? Why did I have to do that? I was about to argue further when Miss Kate came in and pulled my hand. Hurry up, Finn's already waiting for you. She pushed me towards the model castle. Suddenly, Albert appeared, stopping me. Don't go up there, it's dangerous. Let's cancel the show. But I pushed his hand away and insisted on going up to the tower. I've been waiting for this chance for a long time. At this point, Finn started the show. Oh, my Juliet. I tried to reach out to the balcony to take his hand, but I couldn't see clearly. I was gonna do it. I aimed as accurately as I could, swooping forward without noticing that this balcony was made of paper. Ah! Luckily, Finn tried his best to hold my hand. We were finally brought down to the ground. Everyone was worried about us. Are you two okay? Why are you so reckless, Jenna? It's because Regina harmed me, making me unable to see. Everyone's eyes stared at Regina, but she refused to admit guilt. Did you pour the oil to ruin my audition with Finn? Is it really you, Regina? At first, I didn't like Jenna, but no matter how much Regina tried to justify it, Miss Kate took her to the principal's office. As they passed, I noticed Regina was still wearing thin slippers. If she was only wearing them, she wouldn't have been able to trample my glasses. Broken glasses could injure her. If so, who harmed me? Regina wouldn't do anything cruel like that. I think there's still something mysterious here. I gently nod and tell Finn my thoughts. Don't be impulsive. Let's find the evidence first. We went back to the dressing room. Finn looked down at the shards of glass on the floor. It's shoe marks. Looks like men's shoes. So we just need to find out who has the glass shards under the shoe? That's right. We walked out hoping the culprit hadn't run away. At that moment, Albert ran toward us. Why are you still here? If it weren't because of you, Regina wouldn't have trampled Jenna's glasses, putting her in such danger. How do you know she trampled my glasses? I never mentioned that. After that, Finn and I looked at each other, nodded, and then rushed over to snatch the shoe from Albert's feet. Yes, got it. As I expected, there was still broken glass on the bottom of Albert's shoe. Why do you do that? It turned out that he created all the accidents I had at the club. Albert wanted to pour oil to hurt Finn, but unfortunately it flowed toward me, and the crushing of the glass was because he wanted to stop me join the play with Finn. I just don't want to see you near him. Finally, Albert was suspended from school for a week. Regina was also vindicated by us. She and I have made up after that. She also fixed Finn up with me. He likes you too, he just hasn't had a chance to say it yet.